a lot of people that teach manifestation and the law of attraction, they overlook this. They forget this principle that I'm about to teach in this video. You want to almost like tattoo that on the inside of your eyelids and always walk around and feel that way all the time. If you feel worthy, if you feel like someone that has achieved whatever you want to achieve, then you have already achieved it. And then the external world has to respond to that. You won't feel like a separate self, like you're separate from people. You will feel like you are home. I used to be so skeptical towards manifestation. I did not used to believe in it at all. I used to be skeptical to all of these things. Like, I thought it was some esoteric bullshit, excuse the French, that had nothing to do with reality. And I was like looking at these, thinking about vibrations and frequencies and all these things that I now believe, or I know it's true, but I used to believe that it was a lie, that it was fake, that it did not exist. Because I only believed that what I saw in front of me was real. And not even that, because I was still so identified with my mind and identified with my thoughts, so I wasn't even here now. I was basically believing in everything that I was thinking all the time. I was stuck in my mind. But I can tell you that manifestation is definitely real. It's definitely 100% real. It works. It works. And in this one, I'm going to tell you the secret to manifestation, because I feel like a lot of people that teach manifestation and the law of attraction, they overlook this. They forget this principle that I'm about to teach in this video. And that is a bit sad, because I feel like a lot of people are being tricked into buying courses, and a lot of people are being tricked into, like, you can create your dream life and all this. They buy into this massive vision that, like, manifestation coaches sell them. And it's true that we can create our dream life, but a lot of people overlook, a lot of people that teach this overlook and forget the core principle that goes into it. So like I said, in this video, I'm going to teach you that principle and tell you a little bit of a personal story of why I now know that manifestation is real. So the reason I now know that manifestation is real is because it is all about vibrations and frequencies. Nikola Tesla said, if you want to understand the secrets to the universe, you need to think in terms of vibrations, frequencies, and energy. And that is exactly what we want to do. What the law of attraction teaches is that we're supposed to act as if we have achieved whatever we want to achieve already. Whatever we want to achieve in the future, we want to behave like that person. And that is exactly what we want to do. But the problem is that most of the time when we try to manifest, we come from a place of lack. Something is missing in the present moment, and I need to manifest a better future so that I can live happy. Right? This is basically where we go wrong. We come from a place of need, and there's a desperation to it. We have a desire for it. And when that happens, there's going to be a sensation that something is missing. The present moment is not enough, and my future is better. And when we try to manifest from this space of lack and need, it's not going to work. Because what we're doing is that we put our future on a pedestal. We say to ourselves that when I will be in my future, then I will be happy. So we place ourselves here, down here, and then the future up here. And so this creates resistance. It creates procrastination. It creates a sense of unworthiness. I am not this person yet that can achieve whatever I want to achieve and manifest. So what we want to do is to realize that whatever we want to manifest, and this is where the law of attraction teaches us that we need to behave like someone that has achieved it already. Absolutely true. Whatever we want to achieve and manifest, let's say that this, on a pedestal here, let's say that I want to manifest a house on a cliff overlooking the ocean. Cool. But it's not the house in itself, it's not the cliff and the overlooking the ocean in themselves that is what I'm actually seeking. It is an emotional state that I'm seeking internally. So the thing that I want to manifest, or the thing that you want to manifest, ask yourself, what is it that I'm truly looking for in this thing that I want to manifest? What is the emotional state? What is the feeling tied to this vision? So for me, if I want to manifest a house overlooking the ocean, it's like, oh, that would give me a sense of freedom. Okay, a sense of freedom, cool. So then you ask yourself, what does freedom feel like? What happens in your body when you feel freedom? I feel a sense of ease. I feel a sense of relaxation. There's a sense of expansion in my body. I'm not really looking for the future for fulfillment. I feel fulfilled, definitely. Excellent. So what you're actually seeking, what I'm actually seeking in the house, and whatever you want to manifest, what you're actually seeking in the house is a sense of freedom, which I have already proved to myself that I have. If I'm seeking a house, if I think that the house is going to give me freedom, and I feel freedom, it's like, what does freedom feel like again? It feels expansive, it feels like I'm lighter. I already have that. I already have that freedom. And the fact is that I can summon that freedom whenever I want. I can feel it whenever I want. I simply have to learn and teach my nervous system to tap into that sensation of freedom whenever I want. And then we will realize that whatever I'm lacking here, I feel like I'm lacking freedom. I don't have freedom yet because I need that house to be free, and I feel like I'm lacking freedom. But I already have it. I can feel freedom whenever I want. There's nothing that is keeping me from feeling freedom. I can basically walk on the street and I can ask myself, what does freedom feel like again? And then I begin to reflect on that, and then I start feeling freedom. So what I'm seeking here is what I'm lacking. What I lack, I seek, and what I seek, I lack. So if I learn that I already have that, I have freedom. I can feel it whenever I want. I don't need that house to feel freedom. Boom. Then you shift your state of awareness. You shift yourself into that person that will achieve everything that you want to achieve in the future. That is how it works, right? That is what we want to do. We want to learn to feel like that person, what you think that person feels like or feel like. You want to feel like that all the time, and you will walk around and behave like someone that has achieved that house. So whatever you want to manifest, if you want to manifest money or a car or a relationship, whatever you believe that the relationship or the money or the car is going to give you internally, learn how to feel that without those things. Ask yourself, what is it that I'm truly seeking in these things? What is it that I'm seeking? And then you might say, oh, it's love, or it's power, whatever that means for you. And so you ask yourself, what does love feel like again? What does power feel like again? What does that feel for me? What happens in my body when I feel that? How does my body respond? And then you want to almost tattoo that on the inside of your eyelids and always walk around and feel that way all the time. Because that means that you have learned to behave and live like that person that has achieved and manifested your dream life. You take the manifestation, the vision down from the pedestal, and you even the playing field, and you tell yourself that I am worthy. I am already that person that has achieved everything I want in my future, in my manifestation. I am that person. And so when you learn to shift that, when you learn to do that, I promise you, everything that you want to achieve will come true. It's impossible for it not to come true because you already feel like you have it, because you are it, right? It has nothing to do with the external world. It has everything to do with what you feel about yourself, right? If you feel worthy, if you feel like someone that has achieved whatever you want to achieve, then you have already achieved it. And then the external world has to respond to that. That is where we want to manifest from. And if you're interested about learning more about this, if you're curious about this, then click the first link in my description and apply for my coaching, and maybe we can work together. Because I can promise you that when you learn how to get this, when you learn to tap into the source of where we want to manifest from, which I'm going to teach you now, by the way, you will transcend your current reality. You will create your dream life. Everything that you want to manifest, everything that you want to achieve, everything that you want to overcome will be yours, because it's already yours. It's already happened in the future. And so if you're curious, click the first link and we can have a chat. But now I want to tell you the source of where we want to manifest from, and this might take some time to learn to develop. This source from where we want to manifest, like I said, if we can learn to tap into this source, we will feel fulfilled regardless of what happens all the time in life. We will find a source of fulfillment and love and peace and freedom in ourselves that is independent of anything from the external world to feel those sensations. It's actually what we are when we let go of the need and desire to achieve things. And so this is where I was talking about in the beginning. This is how we get rid of the sense that something is lacking, something is missing. And these two things that I told you about you already have everything that you've been looking for, exactly. But also that finding the source of that can be done by, first of all, we want to meditate into that. We want to learn to quiet the mind and find a center and be able to focus our attention on one thing instead of thoughts going back and forth all the time. But one thing that we want to get in touch with is the sense of I am. And I'm not talking about some words in the head, I am this person, I'm a woman or I'm a man, and I'm living there and there, and I work with so and so, whatever. Not that. We want to learn to feel the I, the self, the sensation of what it feels like to exist. We want to learn to feel that. And for people might feel that sensation coming from different sort of places, but the source where we want to learn to find that is in the heart. We want to learn to open up the heart towards reality. So by asking ourselves, who is it that knows existence? Where does the knowing that you exist sit? Not in the mind telling you I exist, but before the mind. From where do you know that you exist? Where does that sensation sit in your body? Who knows? Who knows the knowing of existence? And if this is complicated, it will take a little bit of time because it can sound a little bit strange sometimes for a lot of people. Some people might understand exactly what I'm talking about. And it's all about resting in the sense of I am, before the words I am. Like if I close my eyes and focus on existence, what does it feel like to exist? I immediately find a core, a root of existence, and it feels amazing. But it has taken me a little bit of time to get to that. But the more I have learned to lean back into that space of I am, of existence, the knowing of existence, the more everything seems to magically fall into place. The more everything opens up exactly as I have envisioned in my mind. I'm no longer lacking anything. Whatever I'm achieving right now it feels like it's meant to be that way because it's who I am. It's like success, if you like, or the things that I achieve, they come from me. I become a creator here. I create my life how I want it because I'm not attached to anything in particular when I am resting in that space. If I'm attached to my mind and I need these things to be fulfilled, then I will feel like something is lacking. So we have to learn to come back from the mind, to disidentify from the mind and not be stuck up here so much. That's the source of manifestation, the I am, the sense of I am, the knower of existence, the knower of knowing of existence. You will realize when you rest in that space, your mind will quiet, you will feel your nervous system slowing down, you'll feel a sense of belonging, a sense of community with everything. You won't feel like a separate self, like you're separate from people. You will feel like you are home. And that is the secret to manifestation. That is the root from where we manifest from. Because even if your manifestations won't come true, if you rest as that source of I, if you rest as that doesn't matter because you realize that is the only thing in life that is actually true. That is the only thing that you actually need, that I need. I don't even need that. That is the only thing that is gonna satiate me. Nothing from the external world is gonna bring me happiness or lasting fulfillment. There's only one thing in the world that will give me that exists, which is interesting because it doesn't even exist in physical reality. But it exists in all of us, it's in here. And the funny thing is that it will never grow old. It will always be fresh. It will always be curious. There's a mystery to it. There's a sense of being completely fine with not knowing what's going to happen. A sense of everything's possible from there. And like I said, it's always fresh. I can tune into it as many times as I can, as I want, and it will always feel like this is the first time I ever experienced it. It is the most fascinating thing I have ever discovered. And I know that people have been talking about this thing for thousands of years. And this thing is what religions are pointing towards and what countries go to war on to keep us from realizing this. This divine spark that we all have within us. The I, the sense of I am. The knower of knowing of existence. The knowing of knower. Anyway, you get what I'm saying. That is the source of manifestation. Like I said, if you're interested in learning more about this, click the first link and we can have a chat. I really hope that you enjoyed this video as much as I did making it. I love talking about this sort of stuff. Please subscribe if you haven't already. I'm trying to make it to 1,000 subscribers. Don't forget to like and comment, and I hope to see you in the next one. Thank you so much. Bye.